Unfortunately, we are not allowed to do Viking-style burials in the United States. And for those of you that don't know what a Viking-style burial is, it's where you take a pyre, and it's like a floating boat, okay, and you would place the person on there and light them on fire and just put them out into the water. That is not allowed in the United States. I don't know, it's only in certain parts of the world that they do that. Now, there are certain cultures that do burning pyres, like in India, maybe South America, where it's their type of cremation because they don't have the machinery like we do here in the United States. So they will do cremation of their loved ones by lighting them, putting them on a kind of like a fire bed, and watching the person go ahead and be cremated or burned that way. Viking style ones don't happen though. We do have, you can scatter ashes in the ocean, so if your family members wanting to be put in the ocean, you'd have to have them cremated, and then you can take a boat and charter a boat and put their ashes, take them with you, and then scatter them out in the ocean. Or they do have special urns that are created to kind of float on the water, and you can take them out into a boat, because if you do take your ashes out on the ocean or on any water, you have to be 500 yards off the coastline. You can't do it off the shore. So you can't really scatter ashes just by walking in the ocean or dumping them off the end of the pier. You've got to go out into the ocean to do that. And so the only thing closest to a Viking burial, though, would be, and it's very limited, the Navy and Coast Guard do burials at sea, but you'd have to be part of the Navy or the Coast Guard, and you kind of have to go through a special department with the Navy or the Coast Guard to make that happen. It doesn't happen often. You have to be more of a kind of, I believe, a higher ranking officer, and it's kind of special circumstances. And you have to be 13 miles out into the ocean. So you got to be way out there to do that. And then they kind of coordinate it with, it's a special casket with holes so it gets sunk to the bottom of the ocean. And they've done that for families, but it's very selective and it's very rare.